This is my texture. What's up, y'all? It's your Chana Irie, aka FineApple Styles, and today we're going to be doing a twist out on my hair for today. Crazy, I know. I mean, maybe some of y'all are used to doing your hair same day, but like when my hair was longer, I would do twist outs over days. Like I would twist it, leave it for 2 days, and then take it out. So we're gonna see if we can make this happen. I have 6 hours until the event I'm going to. It's a wedding. I let TikTok pick my hairstyle, so make sure you follow me on there if you want to pick my hairstyles for these videos in the future. But yes, time to do this twist out. But the first thing that I gotta do is wash my hair. If you came from the time when I cut off my hair last April, it's been exactly a year. It's April again, and this is how much my hair has grown out. And actually, I cut it. So here's a picture of what it was before I cut it again. The back of my hair just gets long, and so I cut it so it didn't look like a mullet because that's the worst when you're growing out your hair from bald. But let's get into the products I used. So I'm still using Fenty. So I have the Fenty Hair Rich One Moisture Repair Shampoo, and then I did my second shampoo with the Kenra Platinum Luxe Shine, one of my faves. And I mean, look how big this thing is. The bottle's almost finished. And then for conditioner, I used the Amika Hydro Rush, and then also used the Olaplex number 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask. Now, as you can see, I have multiple hair textures on my head. My hair looks pretty full. Sorry, y'all. My hair looks pretty full, but I have fine strands and just a lot of hair on my head, so it can actually look pretty thin when it's like straight and stuff. But yeah, this is my texture. I consider myself type 4. I have different hair textures on here. Well, curl patterns. Like the front does whatever it wants to do, and that's always how it's grown out. So yeah. 7 years of shaving my head bald, and the front grows out the same way every time. But then you see the back, the middle, all of that is a lot tighter in texture and pattern. So yeah, right now I still have the conditioner in my head, so I'm just gonna split my hair into sections, big sections, of course. So I know you guys see what my hair is looking like right here. That's really how it is. I don't know, my hair is special. After this time, I live by the Tangle Teaser, but I always recommend going in with a wide tooth comb first to get rid of any excess tangles, and then going in with your Tangle Teaser or whatever detangler brush of your choice. So that way you're not pulling on the hair, especially when you're working on kids. If you hold the base of the hair, they won't feel it pulling. But I love this Tangle Teaser. 10 out of 10 recommend in every single color. Alright, you guys, I'm back. My hair is washed out. This is the texture shot. As you can see, the middle is a looser wave, and then everything else is curly, like a tight curl. Yeah. So also, when your hair is like mine in that sense, anytime you do braid outs or twist outs or anything like that, this area will always come out looser and these will always come out tighter. So that's always something to consider. Like if I were to get a curly cut, this part of my hair has to be longer for it to make sense, or I'm always manipulating this to make it shrink. So what I'm going to use is the Kenra Blow Dry Spray. It gives really great results. And then I'm also going to use the Silkening Heat Cream by Kenra and the Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. Because I'm only blow drying and not silk pressing, I'm actually going to put the creams first, and then I'm going to put the spray. So I'm starting with this much of my Olaplex to apply to my whole head. And I just squeeze it in, run it through, especially up here where it's looser. Okay, and then we're gonna take the Kenra. Now normally for silk presses, I actually put it on blow dried hair before I press it. It adds a little like moisture and it helps the press come out better. This is how much I'm using. So again, just applying it to the whole head. Remember, wherever you put it first is where it's going to be the most concentrated. That's why you don't see me put it up here first. So if you're trying to avoid greasy hairstyles, or if you don't want your press and stuff like that to look greasy, try not to put the product on the top of the head first. All right, now that that's done, I'm going to take my blow dry spray and all of these products have heat protectants, which is essential. Now, for my people that struggle with getting a good blow dry, a technique we learned in cosmetology school is to actually dry the hair about 65%-ish and then to use a styling brush to pull it out. So I just hold it with my hand and try to stretch it out, especially when my hair is on the shorter side. And then I go in with my paddle brush and actually take my time. And that also reduces the amount of direct heat to the whole section. But yeah, this is a good, easy way to get your hair blow dried. And it works especially if you're not trying to straighten your hair, but you just want it stretched out. All right, so this is my hair fully blow dried. As you can see, it has that lift and that volume because I layered it, but also because I didn't fully blow dry it. So since it had a little moisture left, it grows. And that's just what happens when your hair isn't fully dry, it will grow over time. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the flat twisting part. I'm gonna be using the Afro-G Style and Wrap Mousse. I'll probably insert a picture. And then the Mael Pomegranate and Honey Curl Defining Mousse. I live by Mael. Literally, everyone was saying it was making their hair fall out. I don't know, it might have been the line you use because they have a million different lines. This line never fails me. Like, this is my, I don't want to say holy grail, but this is my like go-to. And then I'm going to be using the Mael Pomegranate and Honey Maximum Hold Gel Styler. If you've seen any of my other videos, I use this for my wash and goes. This is also what's going to help give me hold and definition for the flat twist. And then also, actually, I'm going to be using rubber bands because since I cut my hair, it's blunt. And so, oops, sorry y'all, it's blunt, rubber bands. So it's not likely to hold the twist. So yeah, let's get to it because it's already like 12:15 and I gotta leave at 5, all right? Girl, it looks like I'm gonna need that hooded dryer. So let's get to it. So we are layering our foams. I start with the Mael foam because that has more firm hold and I put that on the ends. And then I put my Afro-G foam more on the roots. Really, they all get combined though. Then I go in with my gel and I focus it on my roots and then I will brush it through overall. But the reason I focus it on my roots is just to help it be a little smoother. If I wanted really smooth roots, I would actually use braiding gel because it has a more firm hold since it has less of a water content. So yeah, that's just what I did on every section. I applied my foam, I went in and I brushed in the product with the gel and flat twisted. So you can go ahead, watch me flat twist. Let me know down below if you've ever done a flat twist out on blow dried hair or if you've done it on your hair in its natural curl pattern and if you like how it came out. Alright, so these are the results of the flat twists. It's not gonna be like 100% perfect on the parts because, you know, I was just parting and going. I don't have the time like that. And plus, I'm not going anywhere with it like this. If I was, the parts would have to be straight 100%. But yeah, so you can see they're nice and tight, and they're actually pretty firm feeling too. Oh, there's a little hair, but that's fine. So yeah, these are what my twists are looking like. It is basically 1 o'clock. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just let these dry, and I will come back right when I take them out before I leave for this wedding. So I'll see you then. All right, so this is the final look. Now, I already went to the wedding, so yeah, I did sweat it out a little bit up there in that looser part, but this is what we're working with. So we have a little tight twist out or whatever. You can see the actual definition in there. Yep, so that was my fast blow dry twist out. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos doing my short natural hair, make sure you drop a comment, like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.